Have you ever just been, like, chilling, like, trying to enjoy your day, and you get a message from somebody, and all they say is, we need to talk. Nothing else, right? And then your mind just runs wild with ideas for what it's about. And you start to worry because that is familiar. You are familiar with somebody leaving that right there. Hey, we need to talk. And then just not saying anything else, right? And I mean, I can imagine for many, fucking hate that. Yeah, we need to talk. Okay, about what? There's nothing there. Screw you for just leaving this seed of utter confusion and fucking me with nothing. Right? And now my mind is running with racing thoughts and all these ideas for what it could be, not knowing what it actually is. Right? The state of many of my relationships throughout my entire life have been that. Literally, just they've really been. Sorry, I was moving the seat. They've really been just kind of like that. Like, I'm gonna leave that right there, right? That was kind of like slow motion, right? And like, for the longest time, I thought that that's just the way that relationships work, and just that that's what I deserve, right? No. No. Over the past few years, I've really been learning about how much of a fucking massive dent, and when I say dent, I really mean just, I guess that's not the right word to use, because what I'm really trying to refer to is just the health of a relationship, right? Communication. I cannot emphasize it enough. Our capacity to communicate to each other is like so fucking necessary for the health of a relationship, right? Like you think about it this way, like in terms of yourself, your body communicates to you when you need to drink a glass of water because you'll feel dehydrated or something, right? Your body will communicate, or your mind, your heart will communicate to you when it's necessary to have a conversation with somebody about something. But hopefully, you'll graduate from, we need to talk. Yeah, we do. We do. I'm genuinely not trying to use sarcasm at all. I genuinely dislike the hell out of we need to talk and then nothing else. Hey, can you at least tell me that everything's okay? Oh, yeah, no, so sorry. You could have done that before. Thanks. Yeah, a lack... by the way, I'm not saying any of this from a place of, I've got it all figured out, says Chris. No. I do not have it all figured out. I am merely a human person. Don't know what other type of human I'd be, but I am a human person trying to figure it the fuck out for myself, all the while understanding how much of a very serious part of every single relationship communication is. Clear communication, concise communication, kind communication. You learned how to talk. Utilizing that sufficiently, concisely, clearly, kindly is hugely fucking important, right? Yes, now, when you don't do that, and you don't provide clarity, you don't provide understanding, you don't provide You know, and again, by the way, I'm just making it very clear, I have sucked some very terrible, seriously awful shit at this stuff myself. I'm not here to tell everyone else that I've got it all figured out and that everyone else sucks and they need to do better. No, no, no. I was actually just sitting with it this morning and I was thinking to myself, because it actually happened recently, but I was thinking to myself, I absolutely, so sincerely and genuinely dislike it when somebody just messages me saying, we need to talk. Listen, we need to talk. You know? It's doom and gloom, it's distracting, it's triggers my mind into a pattern of vicious racing thoughts and just hypervigilance and all of that shit, and I absolutely fucking hate it. I really do. I really do. So the theme of this video, as mentioned in the title, is when your relationships are doom, gloom, and distracting. And I really just want to emphasize how fucking real communication is in relationships, right? Because at some point in life, usually very early on, we learn to talk, but we also learned to not talk in our relationships when it's absolutely necessary. Yeah, I'm learning that relationships that don't provide communication of, conciseness, I don't even know if that's the right way of saying it, clarity, clearness, kindness, understanding, like, if you feel something and you need to communicate that, just do it. I mean, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't, but it would be fucking wonderful if you could. And I'm saying this just in general for everyone. Like, holy shit. Like, a lot of my relationships in the past really sucked because I didn't utilize the standard of communication that I'm presenting here. And I had my own shit, and in many ways I still do. Going into fight, flight, freeze, fawn, people pleasing, right? Not communicating what it is that I actually want and just saying yes to things that I don't want. Not healthy, right? And I believe that is also self-harming. But also just like, whenever someone would say something that I didn't like I would like shut down and not respond with, listen, I don't like that. Please and thank you, do not do that. Do not say that. That is not kind. That is actually instead very abusive, and it's not okay. That does not contribute to the health of a relationship. What I've learned about relationships is that they can go at least two ways, right? I'm not going to try to go on a, three-way path here, but they're either healthy and they complement you, they add value to you, right? Right? I'm going to go with the rocker here. Yeah, I'm just kidding. So they're either healthy, right? I'll put the thumb up for the people that, yeah, anyway. Yeah. That would be the third path. But they're either healthy or they're fucking not, right? If they're healthy, they utilize communication in the standard that I was presenting. And by the way, I've sucked absolutely terrible shit at that standard that I was presenting, right? But they either utilize that standard that I was presenting or they fucking don't because they learned unhealthy, dysfunctional dynamics, oftentimes like what I just described before, like, if you have been living in survival for fucking ever, right, and you're used to fight, flight, freeze, fawn, right? Freeze is basically shut down and fawn is people please. Fight is to, react, obviously, to fight back. Flight is to flee, it's to fucking run, right? I've utilized probably all of those things before. And, when it manifests itself in relationships, right, we need to talk about what? I'm not going to sit here with a fucking wild running mind of trying to figure out what the fuck you want to talk about. all day. That's going to be very distracting. That is doomy and gloomy, and I do not want to sit in the fucking, I don't even know if the right word is desolation. I'll just use dystopia. I don't want to sit in the fucking dystopia, the fucking gooey, sticky dystopia that is all too familiar, that is that entire landscape. No. Do not just take this seed of, hey, didn't mean to scare you, by the way. We need to talk. 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 No. I didn't really like slap myself hard, but just slapped out of that. Get out of that. Wake up. Wake up. No. Yeah, we need to talk, but what about? So before you consider dropping that seed of, hey, we need to talk. Yeah, about what? About what? Is it the end of the fucking world, or are you about to drop a fucking nuke? Are you about to drop a bomb of the fucking ending of this relationship? Do you not love me anymore? Do you not want to be my friend anymore? Do you not want this? What? What do you need to talk about? Right? Let's take a little bit further. Let's maybe prepare with some notes, right? Yeah, no. Man, so much of the material of what I've experienced in relationships, specifically friendships and, with romantic relationships, it's been so fucking distracting. It really has. And from what I've learned, healthy relationships, which are the relationships that I'm really learning to cultivate now, are not like that. They provide clarity, they provide reason, they provide direction, they provide kindness, they provide all of that stuff. And they actually fucking support me and aid my personal evolution and growth. Yeah, we don't want that darkness, that doom and gloom and that distraction. No, we do not. We do not. There was a point in my life when I was really familiar with that, and I learned that that was just normal, and that's the way that relationships work. Yeah, that's the way that unhealthy relationships work, right? Not healthy, though. No. And I've spent plenty of time, enough time, I'm clocking out now, I've spent enough time in unhealthy relationships to know that I just don't want that shit anymore. I mean, quite honestly, I still have some strings attached because some things are familiar and patterns can be challenging to break. Some things are really like hardwired. But I'm unplugging those wires. I'm unlearning, and it is wild. So, yes, we do need to talk. About what? Take away the darkness and show me the light.